Hey, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew, aka Booty Sweat, and once again we are continuing on with our custom variation series for competitive play, and today we're going to be starting off with Shang Tsung. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's just get into Shang Tsung's custom variations. Alright, for the first move that I want to show off Shang Tsung's shake attack. So this is where he turns into smoke and shakes, and this is a projectile counter. So if the opponent throws a projectile and it hits you while you're in this state, and you can do it quick or you can delay it for quite a while and anywhere in between. And if your opponent throws a projectile and hits you while you're in that state, you will teleport to wherever they are and counter hit them for a punish. This also comes with a really nice crushing blow if you manage to parry 2 of them in a row. Pretty nice damage off of that projectile parry. Okay, so in addition to the shake, we have also added the corpse drop. So the corpse drop is a really cool zoning tool for Shang Tsung. So if you know anything about, a lot of projectiles in this game can be adjusted in terms of how far away or how close they hit. So this one has its normal and it does hit overhead. It has a close version, it has a far version, and it has a really far version. Of course, like I said, it hits overhead and you can amplify it on hit. So there are certain situations in which you could theoretically get some kind of combo going off of that. Those kind of combos are not going to be very common because there's not a whole lot of situations that you're going to get a corpse drop that close. But it does happen sometimes, and so usually I'll just use like a 4 into a back forward 4 or something. That's pretty good enough damage, especially if you're just trying to zone. That back forward 4 in this variation will really help you keep space between you and your opponent. The cool thing about this is we're also running the Ermac Spirit Lift, which is a cool little combo starter for Shang Tsung. And normally he gets the shake and he gets the Spirit Lift in the variation that makes him all the ninjas. I don't remember what it's called, but it gives him the sorcerer's training, or the shapeshifter's training rather. But you don't normally get this move. And so the cool thing about this move is it replaces the slide and the slide side switches. So you can get combos in combination with the Ermac lift and this move that you couldn't normally get with the variation that has the Ermac lift. So that's just kind of cool. It gives you some interesting more options where you don't have to use a side switch or use extra meter to not get a side switch, that sort of thing. And the shake is just a really good move, and this move just gives you some really cool opportunities for some combos. I'll show you one of those real quick. So a nice almost 27% for a bar, not bad for Shang, and really easy to pull off. None of his combos are particularly difficult in terms of execution. Shang Tsung's not a super hard character to play. He's not the easiest, but he's not too bad. So again, just quick review, we have the shake, we have the Ermac lift, and we have the corpse drop. Okay, for the second variation, just before we get into it, like always, I'm going to ask if you're enjoying the content, if you find it helpful, it's finding you well. Make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment below, let me know what you think about these variations. If there's a different variation that you like to use, I would certainly be open to any suggestions. Alright, so for the second variation, we have kept the shake because, of course, it's just so good. I love it. I have a hard time using Shang Tsung without it nowadays. I've just been using it so much. And so really the only difference is we got rid of the Ermac Slam and we got rid of the corpse drop, and instead we have added the ground eruption. So the ground eruption takes up 2 slots, so we had to get rid of some other things to get the ground eruption in. But ground eruption is just a really good move overall. It's definitely one of Shang Tsung's most famous and one of his best moves in the game. So it helps you get some neat combos. It helps you really keep your opponent kind of on their toes at a distance. If they get hit by it, they get launched, and so it does hit mid. They don't have to crouch block it or anything, but you can also do it from very far away. So you can almost use it as sort of a zoning tool. So in addition to this, you have a fast, long-range hitting mid that your opponent has to keep an eye on as well. And it's safe enough that from this distance, even if they flawless block it, which a lot of people might, if they see it coming, but even if they do, they're not going to have a very easy time punishing it. So it's a good combo tool, it's a good zoning tool, it's one of Shang Tsung's best moves, so you got to run it on at least one variation with them. Overall, I prefer the first variation to this one, but just barely. This one's also really fun, and of course you get those swaggy ground eruption combos as a result of having it. And just remember, if you're having trouble with those combos as well, this isn't a combo video. I do explain this in the combo video that I made a couple weeks ago, but just make sure you're buffering your dashes after the first ground eruption. That's how you get that combo to work. So anyway, so that's going to be it for Shang Tsung. These two variations I think are pretty good. Definitely be trying them out. Again, if you have any further suggestions, a lot of people like to run sparks and stuff like that on Shang Tsung. The problem is anyone who knows the matchup is going to flawless block you for it. And so I just don't particularly like to use it myself. But that doesn't mean that you can't give it a try. So anyway, have a good one. Be blessed.